Welcome, 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 everybody. Oh man, it's good to be back. Ugh. Got my stretching, got my water. Oh yeah. It's gonna be a good day. We're starting off the stream a little bit early, about 5 minutes early to be exact. Just, getting everybody into the lobby. But yeah. Announcements. Let's get to it. This is Innersphere Coalition Season 6. Tonight you have brought before you a Division G match. Let me just make sure I said that correctly. Yeah, Div G. Between Escadron Suicide and FJRD Berserkers. I'm Luscious Balzac from FJRD. So happy to be here. Now, Escadron Suicide, according to the match records, has not been casted before, so I am very excited to be able to stream them, to stream their first casted match this season. Like, it's an honor. Thank you. Sorry it took 4 weeks to get to it, but you know what? That's how it works out sometimes. Looks like Escadron is rallying up. But yeah. We should have a good match here. Looks like they got 6 players in. I know that they were a little iffy on if they would get the full 6 players to show up today, and it looks like they were able to manage it. Sweet. Love to see it. So yeah, we're gonna have a match. We are gonna have a match. Let me just drink some water. Been talking a lot. Gotta keep those vocal cords nice and moist, right? Still got about 2 minutes until the scheduled match time. So just sit back, relax, everybody. Yeah. Div G, what do I expect from Div G? Honestly, I don't know what to expect. They might bring Daka. I don't know. More than likely going to see some binary lasers out there. Inner Sphere Max only. Gotta see some binary lasers at some point, right? Probably more so on Bear Claw. I could see binary lasers on Bear Claw. Large X pulses, Bear Claw. Canyon Network, I expect to see some medium X pulse, since it is a slightly smaller map, or one of the smaller maps. I don't expect to see a bunch of long range trading on Canyon once we get there. But Terra Therma Crucible, the light drop, I don't know what to expect. I do not know. Probably see some fleas, maybe? No, not fleas. Spiders? Spiders, javelins? Get those HMGs into play? I don't know. I hope to see more spiders coming out of the woodworks. I enjoy the spider. Alrighty. Just letting Team 1 know they got 5 minutes on the clock. Gonna start my handy dandy trusty phone timer. Yeah. I've not seen Escadron play. I don't think anyone has, besides their opponents. So I honestly don't know what to expect from them. Berserkers letting Escadron know, hey, you know what? We're glad to see you guys got 6. You know, because like it was said before, they were worried that they wouldn't have 6 players show up for the match. But they got their 6. For those of you just joining in, I'm Luscious Balzac from FJRD. You're about to be watching a Division G matchup for Inner-Sphere Coalition Season 6. The teams are Escadron Suicide versus FJRD Berserkers. Grr. Yeah. We'll be starting off on Terra Therma Crucible. It's a slightly bigger map. Team 1 side, I feel, has a slight disadvantage getting to Theta Point just because they have that one cap point, which is Gamma, that blocks a very direct route from the spawn zones straight to Theta. So, you know, having that direct route blocked off sometimes poses an issue. Sometimes it doesn't. I've seen teams walk along the absolute corner of Gamma and get by it without causing Gamma to flip. You know, so I wouldn't say it's impossible to get by, but you gotta know what you're doing. Alrighty. Looks like Team 1 is locked. Team 2 is locked. Sheesh. Let's just get straight to the match. Jeez. Looking for a game to capture. How dare you? How dare you, Streamlabs? Okay. Just gonna try to race off to Gamma here really fast before the teams load in to see if I can't show you what I mean by that path being blocked off. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Alright. Yeah, you see this? So they spawn down here. Normally, the fast path to get to Theta, you know, you just go up and over. Up and over. That's not possible. 'Cause look at that. It's just smack dab right in the path. Alrighty. Over on Team 1 side, Escadron Suicide, we have 2 Urban Mech R60 Elves, 3 Centurions, that's 2 Centurion AH, and a Yenlo Wang, and then an Assassin 101. Now, I'm curious, what's on the AH? AC-20 SRMs, AC-20 Snubs, AC-20 SERMs. What about these Urbies? AC-20 Small Laser, AC-20. So it looks like Escadron Suicide is going full brawl. Meanwhile, over here on Berserker side, we have an Osiris. Sorry, we have 3 Osiris 1Ps, a Blackjack Arrow, and 2 Thunderbolt 5SSs. Berserkers looking to get those early 2 caps, grabbing Epsilon and Theta. Assassin bringing SRMs and small lasers, very smart. Looks like Foy 5 doing a little bit of scouting, traversing the edge of Theta, but gets spotted by Slowfeg Loang. Getting hit by a little bit of machine gun fire, a little bit of large X-pulse, dodges the airstrike that came in. Foy 5 repositioning to get closer to his team, staying behind cover. Looks like an airstrike went out back where Foy 5 was, but unfortunately he already repositioned. Alright, we've got Escadron pushing straight into Berserkers right now. Looks like those Osirises are the primary target called right now. Osiris is jumping around, trying to spread that damage, trying to get out of the fire. Sylventa down here at 74%. Zerglinator in that Centurion AH at 59%. Ooh, Gwiz takes out Zerglinator. Azure takes out CERN. Looks like Don Pellegrino is about to go down. Yep, there he goes. Foy 5 starting to chase off Sylventa. Meanwhile, Gwiz takes out Flow State. Sylventa goes down. It's a 3v5 in Berserker's favor. Decibel takes out Azure. John Norin goes down to Feg Loang. And Foy 5 gives in to the Gwiz. GG. That's a point for Berserkers. Very quick. First drop. Less than 5 minutes. Go ahead and take a look at those damage numbers while I update the scoreboard. Alrighty, looking at the damage numbers, Berserkers with a very, very tight damage spread. Dang, both teams with a tight damage spread. Wow. Anyone get in it? Yep, the Gwiz, 3 kills. Now, question is, were those solo kills? Or were they secured kills? Let's go ahead and get the map swapped for these people. I believe the next one is Canyon Network. Yep. Alrighty. Gonna put Team 1 on that 5-minute timer. Oh, man. Interesting seeing a team bring an urban mech that isn't running racks. You know, AC20 urban mech. Okay, Big Bang. big buck, but the DPS just does not. I don't know. But racks can jam, but the DPS is nice, but they can jam. Ugh. I don't know. Is there a good urban mech for heavy machine guns? I think there is one. Question is, can you run heavy machine guns and medium X-Pulse? And also go decently fast? I personally do not know. I will say that the push from Escadron Suicide was actually pretty good. You know, they stayed murderballed, and they pushed up as a team. And when you're trying to get into Brawl, that's exactly what you need to do. Gotta stay close. Gotta be able to share that armor when you need to. Just getting that message prepped. They still got about 15 seconds until the 2-minute warning. And Team 1 has called the lock. It is now on Team 2. Just going to double check with Azure, making sure that his spelling of locked is the correct. And it looks like Team 2 has called their locked. Looking for a game to capture my... See? It's right there. Why? Why do you do this, Streamlabs? You work perfectly fine every other day of the week. But today... making my life difficult. Ooh, I see Highlanders. I see Highlanders and Hellspawns. What's going on? Four large X-Pulse, 3 large X-Pulse. What do you got? 3 large X-Pulse. CERN Bomb. CERN Bomb. CERN bomb. So yeah, we've oh sorry, those weren't Highlanders, those were Chargers. My bad. But yeah, Berserker side, we got 3 Chargers, 3 Hellspawn. Over here on Escadron, we have a mech going for illegal cap, but he gets out in time to not cause it to flip. Anyways, we have 3 Catapult A1s, a Quick Draw 4H, Assassin 101, and a Champion Invictus. Now this I gotta see. What you rocking? 2 MRM 40s. Nice. What about on this 4H? We got CERMs and snubs. Those Catapult A1s, obviously, bring in the CERMs. But you know what? Let's just check that. Yep. CERN in his Hellspawn, running out to grab Theta. Gets Theta, flips it in Berserker's favor. Escadron Suicide, channeling towards Epsilon. Escadron throws up a UAV. Looks like a airstrike went out, hit Azure. Foy 5 in his Assassin, running out ahead of the rest of his team in that Assassin, providing a little bit of screening. Meanwhile, Zerglinator and Azure, and really just the rest of Escadron, starts pushing up. Escadron trying to fire uphill with those SRMs, with those snubs. Raven 113 looking a little beat up in that Hellspawn. So is the G-Wiz in his Charger. Man, those Catapult A1s are nasty. They get one good alpha off on you, and boom, there goes your armor. Azure looking a little beat up at 51%, 46. Flow State takes out G-Wiz. Escadron wrapping around the rock, just trying to keep the momentum against Berserkers. It's currently a 5v5, nobody's favor. Though Berserkers is looking a little beat up. Sorry about that. Berserkers looking a little beat up compared to Escadron. So you know what? I gotta say, you know what? There actually is some favor. It's towards Escadron right now. Raven 113 trying to escape with his beat up Hellspawn. Don Pellegrino in his Champion Invictus looking real. Yep, he goes down. It is now a 5v4 in Berserker's favor. CERN goes down to John Norin in his Catapult. Azure goes down. John Norin self-destructs, overheats, cooks himself. It is a 2v2. 2 Chargers versus an Assassin and a Catapult. Looks like Dalen gets the kill on Flow State. Ravi just trying to survive against this Assassin. Jumping, trying to spread that damage as much as possible. Both Dalen and Ravi looking really beat up against what appears to be a fresh Assassin. And Foy 5 gets Ravi. Dalen trying with all his might. And it works. He gets the kill on Foy 5. How beat up is he? Ooh, that orange CT. Ooh. No bueno. Go ahead and watch those damage numbers real fast. I'm going to take a moment, update the scoreboard. Looking at the damage numbers, wow, those catapults did a ton of damage. Look at that. Flow state dropping nearly 750 damage. Foy 5 in that assassin dropping nearly 630 damage. That's a lot of damage for that little guy. Quick draw 4H dropping almost 650 damage. Meanwhile, over on the Berserker side, damage is a lot lower than Escadron, which generally means they focus the legs. They went the quick and easy route with securing those kills. Alrighty. And now I'm just going to let these guys know, hey, I'm going to be swapping your sides here in just a moment. I wish teams wouldn't start moving players. There we go. Nope. CERN's on the wrong side. Flow state needs to be over here. Alright. Just gonna double check with the teams, make sure that their sides are good. Now, Team 1, Berserkers, has 5 minutes on the clock. You know what? Let's go ahead and swap up that overlay. I cannot speak. Let's swap that overlay. Jeez. Swap the overlay so that the teams are on the correct sides when the drops happen. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Seven players on Berserker's team right now. They gotta look for somebody to kick. CERN asking, can we use 8? Don Pellegrino saying, yeah. I don't know what they're referencing. Is that minutes? Is that players? I don't know. They're probably sitting there trying to fix some builds, something. I don't know. Get tired of seeing that flashing symbol. letting Team 1 know, hey, you know what? Your guys' original timer, the 5-minute timer, you're at 2 minutes right now. You know, I think it's interesting. I have 2 open bottles of water at my desk, and I only remember grabbing one. Looks like we got a lock from Berserkers, Team 1 side. The score is currently 2-0, Berserkers' favor. Alrighty. Both teams are locked. So you know what? Let's just drop it. For those of you just joining in, thank you so much for coming out, supporting MWO Comp, supporting me, supporting these teams being Escadron Suicide and FJRD Berserkers. Also, thank you for supporting Aces Wilds Tournament, Inner Sphere Coalition 6. You know, it's great to see so many new faces in the comp community. So, taking a look at these mechs so far. Ooh, 8 Small Pulse Firestarter. 4 AC5 Nightstar. What's this Annie? 4 AC10. Chunky Boy. Hatamoto, 3 AC5, 2 Light PPC. Okay. 2 Heavy Machine Gun, 2 Medium X-Pulse Laser. Locust 3V. What are the Locust's quirks? So yeah, Team 2 side, Escadron Suicide, we got Hatamoto Chi, 27W, Firestarter K, Annihilator 1A, Assassin 101, Locust 3V, and a Nightstar 10P. Over here on Team 1 side, FJRD Berserkers, we have a Flea 20, a Catapult C4, Thanatos 4S, Catapult A1, and Orion VA and an Orion M. Looks like we got an early skirmish out here on Theta. The 3 lights from Escadron fighting Sylventa in his fleet off of Theta. You know what? I'm gonna switch angles here just so that way we get a better vantage point. Berserkers pushing up the Epsilon side, taking much the same pathing that Escadron did last drop. Escadron setting up for receive. Gonna switch angles here once again, just because we're about to have some fights breaking out over here. Escadron trying to capture Epsilon, but Berserkers gets in the way and says, "Nuh-uh, eat lead." Both teams duking it out. Look at all those UAVs. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 UAVs up. Sorry, make that 4 now. War Daddy in that Thanatos getting pummeled. Azure in that Annihilator just letting those AC-10s fly. Slow Feglo Wang in the Orion M, getting torn to shreds by John Norin. Dalen in his Orion getting opened up. How badly damaged is he? He's lost a side torso. Azure destroys Slow Feglo Wang. Let's see. Sylventa trying to get backshots in on Azure, but ends up just throwing his life away, getting caught out, getting pinned. It is a 6v4 in Escadron's favor. Dalen has an artillery strike put out on him, just eating those shells. Decibel trying to push up, get some damage on the Annihilator. Looks like Raven and Dalen both go down. Sorry about that. Decibel finally goes down. All that's left is War Daddy. Never mind. That's a 6-0 sweep from Escadron Suicide against the FJRD Berserkers. Looking at those damage numbers, Azure putting up 930 damage. He went boom, boom, boom. Literally. I don't think he stopped firing at all that entire match. Except maybe a couple of times. When the flea was on him. But Azure bringing in 3 kills. Wow. Score is now 2-1. Berserkers 2, Escadron 1. Just gonna let them know, hey, I'm swapping the map right now. Team 1 is now on their 5-minute timer. Looks like they lost 2 pilots, probably swapping in other players or fixing mechs, changing mech loadouts to use for Bearclaw, you know. Oh, now they're going to need 3 mechs. Well, they've got 4.5 minutes. But yeah, that was a really good receive by Escadron on that last match of Canyon Network. They forced Berserkers to take the path that they wanted and just lined up all that DACA and said, you know what, we're going to rip those side torsos off your mechs. Either side torsos or CTs. Does not matter. We have DACA. You brought Brawl. Looks like Berserkers have their 6 players once again. They still got roughly 3 minutes on the clock. Making sure everybody's in the correct drop zones, which like I said in a lot of these Bear Claw casts, the drop zones I feel don't really make a difference. They're all pretty close together, and the map is frickin' huge. But in the case of lights, you know, if you want to get that theta cap early, throw that light in whatever spawn point that's closest. Screw it. Why not? Looks like we're green across the board on Team 1 side. But no locked call yet. Team 1's locked. Team 2 is now on the clock. Sorry, I don't have much to talk about. A little brain dead, if I'm going to be honest. A lot of matches. Trying to decide if I want to pick up more for the rest of this weekend. I don't know. We'll see. Team 2 still got about a little under 4 minutes. But yeah. Just caught the end of the last drop. Wow. Watching the Berserkers mechs fall one by one like a domino. I was gonna say House of Cards, but like that doesn't really work because they don't fall one by one, you know? They kind of just all crumble together. Whatever. Team 2 still has 3 minutes on the clock. Wonder what they're talking about. Let's take a look. Ha! You thought I had access to their comms. No, I don't. And we got the lock call from Team 2. So let's just yeah, you know what? Let's see what these teams bring. I'm excited to see what teams bring on these heavier drops for Bear Claw, just because it is such a big map. You don't have to worry about airstrikes. You don't have to worry about artillery strikes. Only thing you really have to worry about is your sight lines. Yeah, you know, it's a big map. You could have lights travel along the outside edge and get in your back, but like, honestly, that's just a waste of time. Just have them go cap the side caps and meet back up. And then once you notice, oh hey, you know, they're sending their lights out to uncap the side caps, Just freaking push. Just push. Because then you have the mech advantage. Over on Team 1 side, FJRD Berserkers, we have a Spider 5V, we've got an Annihilator 2A, a Roughneck 3A, Crusader Krail, a Mauler MX90, and an Orion VA. Over on Team 2 side, we have two Crusader 6Ts, a Marauder 4L, Spider 5V, Roughneck 3A, and a Grasshopper 5H. Now, I'm curious. I'm not seen many Grasshoppers. I want to see what's on this 5H. Come on. PPC, small laser, okay. Looks like Azure and Sylventa about to see each other here at Theta. Azure's looking for that early cap. Sylventa getting that damage to deny the cap. Sylventa running wide, dropping down into one of the ramps. Looks like Azure popped up a UAV before leaving Theta. Sylventa wrapping back around to get towards Theta. Meanwhile, Azure peels away and looks like he's heading for Epsilon. Sylventa looks to be making his way maybe towards Kappa. Nope. Aims for the UAV, shoots it down. There's the down UAV, but we still have UAV up somehow. Even though we clearly saw it get shot down. Sylventa getting a nice angle on Foy 5. Let's see what. Foy 5 just taking large X pulses from Berserkers. Looks like Azure drew the attention from Berserkers for a split second there. Sylventa pushing up in his Spider, trying... I think he's trying to scout. But I also believe he's been spotted by Flow State, by Zerglinator, and Don Pellegrino. Berserkers looking to make a cap here on Theta. They've taken Theta. And it looks like Sylventa has been called to cap Kappa. Foy 5 getting just blasted. Look at that. Left torso almost open. Don Pellegrino letting loose those ACs. Those AC2s, PPCs. Nice. Escadron doing a little bit of pop-tarting with those Crusader. Yeah, with those Crusader 6Ts. Just up and over the small little buildings here on Bear Claw. Yep. Looks like we have a push coming from FJRD Berserkers. They're pushing across from Theta. They're saying, hey, you know what? We don't mind pushing you. We'll brawl you. Let's do it. Ooh, Foy 5 getting just blasted by this Annihilator. What is this Annihilator running? 6 AC5s. Toasty. Looks like Azure getting some large X-Pulse off on Ravi. Meanwhile, FJRD being a little tentative on which side they want to push. And me, I'm just not figuring out a good angle. .45 has the attention of FJRD. Sylventa pushing across into Azure. Ooh, looks like .45 is legged and almost side torsoed. Looks like Azure is trying to fend Sylventa off from the backs of his team. Raven takes down .45. It is now a 6v5 situation in Berserker's favor. Slow Feglo Wayne trying to put that Orion VA to work. What has he got? AC-20 SRM Artemis. Slow Feglo Wayne pushing up ahead the rest of his team, from the rest of his team. G-Wiz coming in to support with his Crusader Krail. G-Wiz takes out Zerglinator, takes out Flow State. CERN takes out John Norin. Ooh. Don Pellegrino is the next target called. Look at that. He goes down. All that's left is Azure in that Spider 5V, getting the full unadulterated, I don't want to say hatred, but full unadulterated, well, I guess at this point, yeah, hatred. Ooh, gets legged. Sylventa looking to finish off Azure. Both of them letting loose their large X pulses. Raven coming in with the assist at the end. GG, point Berserkers. Feel free to take a look at those damage numbers. I'm gonna sit here and update the scoreboard real fast. Looking at the damage numbers, CERN dropping 838 damage. Yeah. 2 kills for the G-Wiz and Raven 113 respectively. Don Pellegrino securing the kill on the G-Wiz. Swapping sides once again. Just gonna double check with the teams, make sure that the swaps are correct. I believe they are. And while Team 1 sits there and gets locked up, I'm going to fix the overlay for the next drop. Just make sure that the teams get shown in the proper positions. Boop, 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 boop. If anybody was late coming to this match, the score is currently 3-1 Berserkers versus Escadron Suicide. But yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for coming out, supporting Escadron Suicide and FJRD Berserkers here tonight. And yeah, thank you for supporting MWO Comp. Make sure to, keep your eyes out for other casters casting ISC6 matches on their personal Twitch accounts. Don't miss a single match. Or do. If you want. You don't have to watch them, but please do. It helps out everybody. It's a win-win-win. Oh. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Looks like Team 1 is green, but no locked call has been called yet. Just waiting on that locked call. Gonna get the 2-minute warning message ready. Though just, yeah. And I know I'm giving them a little bit of extra time. It's my bad. I started the timer a little bit late. So, whatever. Team 2 now has 5 minutes because the locked call was made from Team 1. Score is currently 3-1, FJRD Berserkers' favor. Looks like we're green across the board, just waiting on that locked call from Team 2. There's that locked call. Bear Claw 2, drop 2, week 4. Let's get to it. I just want to watch big stumpy robots shoot at each other. I love sitting inside the rocks. It's nice. Let's see. Aerial view? Nope, nope, nope. Not good. Not good. Still not good. Just no good aerial views. Alrighty. Team 1 side. Escadron Suicide. Sorry, my bad. We got 2 Charger 1A1s, a Charger 3K, a Black Knight 7, a Black Knight L. I don't know how you define the Black Knights. 7L? I mean, it's BL7 Knight. It's like Black 7 Knight L. I don't get it. Anyways, moving on. We got Phoenix Hawk 7S and a Roughneck 3A. Looks like there's been a potential... Okay, there was some confusion about holding and whatnot. I don't know.
Theta is controlled by the enemy.
I don't know. Teams want to log a ticket about it, let them. Over on FJRD Berserker side, we got a Roughneck 3A, Locust 1V, a Black Knight 6B, a Black Knight 6, a Mauler MX90, and an Annihilator 2A. Looks like Berserkers gets that early Theta cap. Zerglinator trying to push up. Is he going to try to contest Theta? Nope. Looks like he's just trying to get some scouting on the rest of FJRD. Figure out where they are. We got some trades coming out from past Theta. And I'm actually going to change my position here. Oh, nope. Inputs lagged. There we go. Got Sylventa in the Locust, wrapping out wide. Meanwhile, the two teams square up. Looks like Ravi in his Annihilator is going to try to push across. He's pushing. Will the rest of his team follow? Tune in next time. Ravi makes it across the runway. Looks like CERN in that Mauler MX90 is also trying to make it across the runway without taking too much heat. We got UAVs up from both sides. CERN in that Mauler MX90 takes out Zerglinator's Phoenix Hawk. It's now a 6-5 in Berserker's favor. Berserkers holding on to this ramp. Looks like John Noren has been the target call for the two assaults. Ooh, Azur takes out G Wiz. John Noren goes down. Don Pellegrino goes down shortly after. What's the next target call? My guess is Foy 5 in that Roughneck. Currently a 5v3 in Berserker's favor. Ooh, Flow State goes down. Foy 5 taking a bit of a beating. Let's see if we can get some info on him. That CT's open. He's legged. Azur gets double-legged from CERN, and Sylventa secures the kill on Foy 5, leading to a drop and match win for FJRD Berserkers. Looking at the damage numbers, CERN dropping nearly 850 damage. Damage spread from Escadron, pretty tight. Pretty tight. FJRD's damage numbers a little bit higher, but also just as tight. Well, awesome. Awesome. This match concludes with a 4-1 win for FJRD Berserkers against Escadron Suicide. That being said, I'm a little hungry. I'm going to get out of here. Yeah. Let me just do these closing announcements. And yeah, I'll go get some food. And you guys can enjoy the rest of your night without my beautiful, sorry, not beautiful, my luscious voice. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming out and watching this stream live for Intersphere Coalition Season 6, Division G, Escadron Suicide versus FJRD Berserkers for MechWarrior Online. This is MWO Comp. Yeah. Check in tomorrow. I know that I'm casting a match tomorrow. Div H CRN1 versus MechWarrior UA Community. I'm excited to see it. That's another team that has not been casted yet this tournament, CRN1. So, you know what? Come check it out tomorrow at 2000 8 p.m. UTC. But for those who don't know UTC, that's noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. Do the conversions you need to figure out what time that is for you. Anyways, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much, everybody, for your support, for coming out, supporting these teams, supporting the tournament, supporting everything MWO, really. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Big Stompy Robots. Once again, that was a 4-1 win, FJRD Berserkers over Escadron Suicide. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your guys' evening, or you know what, rest of your day, rest of your night, rest of your morning, whatever it ends up being for you. Yeah. GG's. Keep it luscious.